My story today is titled When Men Were Boys, The Redemption of Musa. They were kings in their world, rich, powerful, respected. But one night, a ghost from their past returned, not to haunt them, but to serve them. 3 giants of Nigeria's elite, and the forgotten boy they once betrayed. What happens when the past walks back into the room, holding your drink? In the heart of Lagos, inside the luxurious Goldleaf Gentlemen's Club, 3 old friends, each a titan in his field, gathered for an evening of wine, laughter, and remembrance. Chief Obi, a flamboyant politician from the East, always arrived first, his igbada sweeping the floor like a royal flag. Alhaji Umar, a shrewd businessman from the North, followed, his barbariga crisp and spotless. And then came Mr. Emeka, a reserved but powerful oil magnate from the West, always in plain suit, always understated. The trio had conquered politics, trade, and oil, but tonight the past came to collect its debt. Their laughter filled the room until an old waiter approached, carrying a tray of vintage palm wine. "Your drinks, sirs," the man said softly. He looked at them, not just at them, but through them. Chief Obi squinted. "Wait, I know this face." The waiter nodded slowly. "Yes, Chief, you all know me." Alhaji Umar's eyes widened. "Musa." The name hit them like thunder. Memories came flooding back. Musa, the boy from their youth. The boy they had once called brother, who had walked beside them when they were nothing but barefoot dreamers running wild in the dusty streets of their respective towns. They had all come from different ethnic groups, but hardship united them, until they left him behind. Many years ago, young Chief Obi, bold and charismatic, had charmed his way into a wealthy uncle's home in Onitsha, leaving Musa to fend for himself in the streets. Alhaji Umar, always calculating, chose a business apprenticeship that required him to cut all ties to the distractions of his past. Musa was among the cut. Mr. Emeka, orphaned early, had once shared his food with Musa under a bridge in Ajij. But the day he got a scholarship, he vanished. No letter, no goodbye. They thought he would survive. They thought he would be fine. But Musa didn't survive in the way they had. He drifted. From city to city, job to job, pain to pain. No education, no family, no one. He washed dishes, slept on cold floors. And now, decades later, he was here serving them. "I worked here for years," Musa said, setting down the tray. "I watched you walk in every month, laughing, toasting, telling stories. I wondered if you remember the boy who once carried your books, fought for you, fed you when you had nothing." Silence blanketed the table like a burial cloth. Chief Obi's voice trembled. "Musa, I don't know what to say." "You were boys," Musa said, his tone even. "But so was I, and I paid for it with my life." The next day, none of them showed up to their usual meetings or boardrooms. Instead, they were knocking at Musa's small one-room apartment, located in a run-down part of the city. They brought nothing but humility. "Musa, let us fix this," Mr. Emeka said. "I don't want your charity," Musa replied. "We want to build with you," Alhaji Umar added. "Not for you, with you." "We were boys when we wronged you," Chief Obi said, his voice heavy. "We are men now, and men take responsibility." Together, they launched the Musa Foundation, an initiative for boys lost in the cracks, just like Musa once was. They started with schools, scholarships, mentorship programs. But more than that, they gave Musa control. He was the face of the foundation, the leader, the voice. Soon, newspapers ran headlines. From waiter to founder, the man who inspired Nigeria's top men to give back. 3 giants, 1 forgotten boy, and a nation changed. Musa spoke at universities, at conferences, at churches and mosques. His words moved people not because they were polished, but because they were true. "I am not here because I am better than anyone," he once said. "I am here because someone finally remembered I existed." On the day the orphanage opened in his name, hundreds gathered. Children danced. Mothers wept. Reporters filled the compound. Musa stood beside the three men who had once abandoned him, and now walked beside him. "I was forgotten once," Musa told the crowd, "but I forgive, because redemption is not about erasing the past. It's about building something beautiful from the broken pieces." He cut the ribbon. The crowd roared. And in that moment, the boy they had forgotten became the man they would never forget. Moral lesson: the true measure of a man is not how far he rises, but how he makes amends for the people he left behind. This story teaches that success without compassion is hollow, and that redemption is always possible when we choose humility, accountability, and the courage to make things right. I was once forgotten, but I chose not to remain bitter, because healing begins when we forgive ourselves and those who wronged us. Let this place be proof that broken stories can still end in light. We all make mistakes, but the greatest legacy is not in what we build for ourselves, but in who we lift as we rise. Subscribe for more powerful African stories. Like, share, and turn on notifications to get current stories from us. See you in the next story. Thank you